as we're looking at our financial picture, we're learning ways from Phil Bloyd with Revolutionary Financial Group how to navigate that. This is Lowcountry Money Talk, so we're talking money, we're talking really about what's going on with the economy. We've discussed stagflation. I like these terms, you know, there's so much to learn. And right before we went to break, of course, we started talking about getting control back and not forgetting factors like taxes and the impact that that can have on your financial picture. Phil, you know, we've been talking about the bear market, obviously, and how, you know, scary that can be for folks in retirement. But maybe there are some ways that we can take advantage of the bear market, and then taxes being one of those. Walk us through how that might work.
Let's be proactive here. So one thing that we start doing and that we offer, you know, you may contact Rachel for that, but is we'll do an assessment on taxes for like out of your IRA plan. So over your lifetime, how much based upon required minimum distributions or maybe income that you need on top of that, how much you're going to lose to taxation to the IRS. And at many of my seminars or whatever, I'll ask, how many of you in the audience like taxes? There's always one, right? I'm like, what do you work for the IRS or something?
Yeah.
You know, something? I don't know. So anyway, most people don't.
Right. I was going to say, I'm surprised anyone raises their hand at that question.
They forget that as they were working, they just deferred the taxes on these plans. They're called tax deferred plans, whether it's a 401k, an IRA, a 403b, whatever it may be. You did not alleviate any taxes, you deferred the taxes. So the tax deferral means when you're retired, mandatory required distribution, now you're going to start paying those taxes that you deferred, but also you're going to pay all taxes on all the growth that you've made in that plan over those years.
Okay.
And if you don't, then your kids will.
Got it.
So that's kind of how it works. So right now with the pullback on the economy, it may be a great time to reposition some of those assets by using some Roth conversion techniques. Not all Roth conversions are the same. The first thing you want to do is you want to check with your tax preparer. You may be your own tax preparer, I'm not sure, but you want to run some samples and say, if I convert X amount of dollars, how does that affect my income taxes, my Social Security being taxed, my Medicare premiums, all these things. Once you come up with a number, maybe it's $100,000 a year you want to convert or $50,000, whatever it is, then we need to implement the plan. Now we will help you with that, but the first thing we want to do is say over our lifetime, this is how much you're going to lose in taxation. And we have a program that will show us that.
Do I want to know that?
You may not want to know that, okay?
Yeah.
Warning, because it's a huge number.
Yeah.
But maybe we need to know that now so that we can fix it.
And that's the key, right, is we really do need to know.
So as the stock market's down, remember we talked about our portfolio. So we have our emergency fund, 6 months expenses. We have our income, where we're taking our income. Maybe it's 5 years, maybe it's 10 years. I'm not sure. Depends on you. But we have our income here. But also, guess what? We have our long-term equity growth at the bottom. That's where we want to first focus on our conversions. Why? Because this rate now is down 20%, maybe.
Yeah.
Because the market's down 20%.
Right.
Maybe you're down more. We'll have to do an analysis and see.
Yeah.
But we want to start with this, because if we can go ahead and lock in our taxes now, the market's down 20%. So obviously I'm going to pay less in taxes on this because it's down 20%.
Right.
But I'm also going to position this to where when the market does recover, these come back. We've already paid our taxes on them, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. And then our equities could grow back quite rapidly, but with no tax burden.
with no tax burden. It's funny because when you talk about what you all do, doing these portfolio analysis and really looking at assessing where people are, I don't think about taxes.
Yeah.
You know, I think about the equities and, you know, whether or not we have the right mix, but really could be a significant thing to look at, and you all, you know, have
Let's
your
go
finger
into
on the
the
pulse
next
there.
segment on that. We'll go deeper.
Okay, yes, all right, there's more. There's
There's
always
more.
a tease to get us back to the
right.
next one, and there it
Yeah.
is. We'll be right back.
Okay.